Okay, I have just arrived. You come in the main door there. I have a little seating area here, but it's indoors, not outdoors. You walk in and you've got this really nice big space. Got electric heaters. It's already warm in here. So you can sleep in a different bed every week. And this is the bathroom, pretty standard. All good. Got a boiler there I see that's on, okay. And then I've got my new office, nice size fridge, stove and oven, everything here in the cabinets. The woman who, lots of plates and things. The woman who's managing it here went out to get some toilet paper. So it looks out over a side street, actually. So I think it's going to be pretty quiet. The main street is basically just right there. Really nice space. Really nice space. Wow. I think it's going to be really comfortable. I'm so hungry, as you can imagine. Oh, yeah. And there's no washing machine here, but there is one downstairs that I can use. So anyway, I'll send you more. I'm already connected online, so all is good so far. And this is the space. I'm now in a town where the cows are walking the streets. Here we got some horses just walking around on their own, getting a little spooked. They're not quite as chill as the cows. Oh my goodness gracious. Another morning of snow. Again, it's not sticking here, but it is sticking in the higher elevations. I don't know. I thought I was going to get to do some hiking, but I think it's going to be at least a couple weeks before I am able to do that. Wow. It's beautiful. It's funny to be back in winter at the end of May, almost the 1st of June, and it's like early winter is how it kind of feels. It's so weird. And I know that in Tbilisi, it's all sunny. This is I believe, 13th century church that is located in a small village outside of Mestia. It's called Laghami Church. I think it's pronounced more Laghami. And to enter, I think I'm going to get a tour. Wow. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see the detail. It's raining, so I got the umbrella in one hand, but if you can see this detail on the underside of that awning, this beautiful painted detailing, and on that wall. You see that? It's so dark today. I think you can make it out a bit. And so on the outside of it is a number and a name, a Verezo. So I called him and he said he would be here. It's a family. I believe it's owned by a family, so the family lives nearby. And I believe he's going to come and give me a little tour of this beautiful place. Oh my goodness, I just noticed these hands. You see the hands? Huh. Interesting, they're both right hands. It's not like a right and a left of someone. Beautiful little place in this little village. And it is a rainy and very misty and atmospheric day today.
Oak building, 8th century, and 2-layer frescoes. 2-layer frescoes.
Hlishi. And these Well, that was a really lovely tour. So the lower section was built in the 8th century, and the frescoes are from the 10th and 12th century. The second level was built in the 13th century, and the frescoes there are from the 13th century. There's the bell. There's a bust. There is a charge for the tour. It was 20 lari, which is about $8. Look at this big tree. Gorgeous. So that is just a beautiful space. And then he's going back to where he lives, which is nearby. So thank you, Ezo. This is the hill above Mestia. Very overgrown. Wow. Locked up good and tight. Like a couple padlocks on that one. There's the big expansive view over Mestia. So this climb, this mountain behind me, you can't see it from here, there's a cross at the top of the mountain, and then you keep on going up past the cross and you come to the Karoldi Lakes. Oh, that's so pretty. All that fogginess. I'm sure it's amazing to be up in the middle of that fog. This makes me really wish I'd brought a lunch so I could just sit here. I'll sit here anyway, but enjoy a meal. What a beautiful place to light a candle. And there we go. Let's come to this side where you'll really be able to see the town. That's the ski slope, the ski lift, I should say, right there. That's where the ski lift goes up. That's the main part of Mestia. And then the main road that runs through it, if you just keep following there to the right, you'll come to other villages. And if you keep going, I think that's the main road that takes you to the largest town around Mestia, which is Zugdidi, which is about 140 kilometers away. Where'd the cows go? There they are. There are the cows grazing. Some lovely Svan towers. So that is Mestia. From up high here at the site of this lovely old abandoned church. Well, here we go. And I'm like out in the middle of, well, I can't say in the middle of nowhere, but I'm on the side of a mountain surrounded by cows above Mestia. And still, I'm finding this graffiti. It's amazing. Hey, sweetheart. You looking good? Well, here we got a couple that are taking a little break right in the middle of the road. Probably not the best idea, guys. It's probably not the best idea. You know what I'm saying? Keep on moving. So I have hiked from Mestia, mostly on the road, not a strenuous hike. Beautiful mountains here surrounding me, to come to this little church on the hillside. Which is unlocked. It's got this beautifully carved wooden door. You can see. And it's just a little chapel. Where you can light a candle. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love these little chapels. Beautiful space to say a prayer. What are you cuties doing by the trash cans? at least you're out of the street. Hello. Hello, babies. Hello. Well, I know you can find something better to eat than that little bit. You got to get yourself into a field. Huh? Hi there. You staying in the shade, huh? Well, I think you might be the smartest one out of the bunch, cutie pie. Yeah. Yes, this is the Mestia airport. It looks like some sort of punctuation mark. I'm not quite sure what it's saying. Look at this fountain. Right? That's a patriotic fountain. Okay, this is the best part. Are you ready? Look, there's a glass. How sweet is that? How thoughtful. There's a glass, so you can actually get a glass of this amazing water. Oop, what happened? It lost some of its velocity. That is awesome. Right on the side of this, I won't say highway, but this is the busiest road in town. Hey, sweetheart. What do you say? You going back? Well, you're circling me. Well, I'm a little offended, but okay. Hello, cutie. Are you the guard dog? It's okay. Okay, we are coming up to the Archangel Gabriel Church of Lashtkhveri. Open up this gate. You want to come in here with me, or you want to jump the wall again? I will have to do some research and see what year this was built. We've got a little cemetery here. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Okay. I don't have anything to eat, sweetie. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm going to guess again. It's like, well, I don't want to guess. The Laghami Church is a similar style, and it was built, the lower floor, in the 8th century. So this one I'm not sure about. Let's see if this is an entryway. Maybe there is a place for lighting candles. There are no icons here that I can see. Is this open? Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's the main chapel. Did you walk in here? Yeah, oh my goodness, I guess you did. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, this place looks very, very old as well. There is a light. There's a bulb. Let's see if I can turn on the light switch right there on that pole so we can see a little bit better. So this is the entry. Obviously, they've built this section recently, and this is actually the ancient church. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That looks like the Archangel Gabriel's image there. They also usually have saints, their own saints, like they have Barbara, Dimitri, Saint George. So I presume some of these figures are of those saints. Quite a beautiful space. Chanel. This is actually one of the only places I've seen anybody do any sort of like mowing of the grass here in Svaneti. Most places seem to just let the grass grow in front of homes, businesses. And you can see this isn't really mowing. It looks like they just came and hacked it down. But it's the only place I've actually ever seen that wasn't just growing. That someone's actually tried to maintain. This woman passed away last year. May they all rest in peace. Oh, you want to get on camera? Because this crazy one is the one that I wanted to get on film. I don't really think this is the safest place for you to be sitting. You are quite handsome. See, because this is like a trafficy road. Luckily, people are not going so fast. Now you got a group up there, smart enough to be on the side. Yes, this is paradise, people. This is paradise. This is known as the tower in Soli. Tower meaning bell tower, I believe. See the cross in the church? And there's a small cemetery here. This is about an hour and a half, I would say, outside of Mestia. Just walking on the road that leaves town. Let's see exactly where the entrance gate is. Wow, here's one of those snakes. I saw one of these on Tatsminda. Look, it stopped. It probably heard my footsteps. Looks like a piece of pipe. I don't remember the name of this type of snake, but it's not dangerous. It's got kind of a bronzy color. Let's see if I stay still, maybe he'll move. Should I tell him it's okay to go? It's okay to go, sweetie. It's about a foot long, 10 inches to a foot long. I'll put the name on the screen, what type of snake this is. ants are actually crawling on him, making me wonder if he's even alive. He's not flicking his tongue, but what a way to die if he's not alive. Is it possible he's not? There's no movement whatsoever. Wow, that seems very sad to me. How could he have just died in his tracks like that, though? Maybe it's a vampire snake and the sunlight killed him. I mean, don't snakes usually flick their tongue? That is so odd. Because if he passed away, I think he died pretty recently. Oh, I saw some movement. Oh, no, he's alive. There he goes, there he goes. His head is moving. Wow. Wow. That snake knows how to play dead. What a beautiful snake. He's like golden. It's like he's quietly sneaking back into the cover of the weeds instead of crossing. Isn't that interesting? Really slowly. Talk about self-preservation skills. The snake is still moving and he's doing it so slowly it's almost undetectable. But I can see his tail is, that's how you really notice it, is just the way his tail is moving, changing position. Wow. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the snake and not at the screen. Still so slow. To avoid detection. That is very cool. And you really cannot see him in the greenery. Wow, goodbye, beautiful snake. You know what? I'm going to call you my little prince because you are so royal. Goodbye, my little prince. That's it. He is completely hidden in that greenery. Wow. Well, I do not see a gate, so it looks like I'm going to have to scale this wall. That should be easy. Let's go. All right, so I think this is a bell. I think this is a bell tower. Indeed. Well, this doesn't look old. It is a bell tower. And this church, and that's what looks old. So let's see if we can enter this church. People, they're not really mowing here. I like it. Just let nature do its thing. Quite beautiful. Here, there's a bit of a path here. You can see that people have walked. There's a door over here, I presume. That's the door to the chapel. There are so many of these lovely little churches in Georgia. And it's so nice that they seem to be kept unlocked so people can go in and say a prayer. This one, I don't think there's a light. Oh my goodness. Ah, there we go. I have to take my glasses off. Oh, lovely. And in terms of a light bulb in this one, no. So you would just have to get a dark tour. This one is not painted, no frescoes, just the stone and some icons. Well, we got a nice mixture here. Everybody getting along. We got a couple pigs. That guy is really rooting through the the mud there. I don't think he's really going to find any food. What about these guys? Are they pretending to be vegetarians? Maybe they're getting some bugs. It's okay, sweetie. You don't have to be scared. I'm going to walk around you, okay? Don't be scared, loves. Oh my goodness, that is a long stream of saliva. It's okay, though. You're still beautiful. People are waiting now at the side of the road. I thought a parade was scheduled or something when I saw these people waiting, but it's because, oh, here we go. It's Halishoba, and there's a horse race from Missouri. Actually, doesn't seem much like a race, just like a procession. I think you could call that a little parade. And it's a big competition, Halishoba in Missouri, that tests the skill of, I think, mostly men in a variety of different skills like arm wrestling and chess and horseback racing and football and volleyball and a number of other things. And yeah, that was part of it. And I guess they just come riding down this main road. I'm not sure if they're going to return. People are still standing around. Maybe they're going to turn around at the square and come back. Here come the dogs. I think the horses are on their way. There's a drone. Question is that the end? You can see the trail of horses. It's like Hansel and Gretel. Trail of breadcrumbs. Find your way back home. This is the Seti Square. This is the main square in the city. And I think there must be something going on musically. Maybe the festival is near the park, because when I did my hike today and I was coming down the mountain, I could hear a loudspeaker, somebody speaking and announcing something on the loudspeaker, and I heard music, so I'm thinking something is actually happening near the park. But this is the main square. You see a lot of people are watching the horses run by here.
It's gonna be dangerous.
Do you hear him? Move, move, it's gonna be dangerous, move. Don't worry, I got time. This ain't my first rodeo. This must be where they're starting from. So they go around past the park to Seti Square, and there they go. They seem a little more serious this time around. So there is definitely some sort of festival music, performances in traditional garb happening here. Very nice. So you got some performances going on. How lovely. In all sorts of different styles. So this is the main park here in Mestia, surrounded by hotels and restaurants. Everybody loves that good spring water, huh? Okay, I am inside of a Svan tower. And I'm going to hopefully get to the top and take you with me. So this is where they used to keep the livestock. You know, these towers were defensive towers for families because of the blood feuds that would go on in the villages between various families. Livestock would be kept down here, which was kind of a safety measure and also warmth. And then the families would live on the other levels, and you know, each level was another layer of protection, right? Because people coming in to the main floor still had to get up to you wherever you are on the next level. So these are the stairs that this one has. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to start up here and we'll see what's on the next level. I see a little bit of the view as I'm going up to the next level. Gorgeous. There's a dog right on the other side of that fence down there. All right, this is going to be crazy with the phone. All right, I'm pausing you again so I can get up to the top. All right, so now I'm on the second level. I can tell you these steps are incredibly sturdy, but it's still creepy. And if you're afraid of heights, it's going to be extra creepy. Okay, so this is the next level. Oh, wow. That one doesn't even quite get to the actual, gonna have to pull myself up, I think, on that one. There's no guide at this particular tower. You just come, you leave 3 lari as the donation, and you're on your own. So, you gotta be careful. I'm not sure what's going on with this hole. Probably storage. I suppose these were storage for food to keep it cold. Right? Okay, so I'm going to try this stairwell. There is a light bulb there. Going somewhere to a light. I'm not sure where the switch is. Don't see anything on the outside here, but okay. Let's hope I make it up there. Okay, I gotta tell you, I'm really creeped out here because there's actually nothing. This stairwell doesn't really, the stairs don't really end at the very top. And there is a ledge here, but there's nothing here really to grab onto. This little bit of jutting stone, everything is dirt and slippery, and oh my God, it really feels, wow, I don't know. It does not feel comfortable to try to actually, it's just a small ledge, you know? It shouldn't be a big deal. I wish there was something to really grab a hold of here so I could put my foot there and then pull myself up, but there's nothing here. This is why it's good to come here with somebody. If you're here by yourself, I don't know, maybe if you're taller, it doesn't feel so creepy, but this does feel creepy. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm only gonna do what I feel comfortable with because obviously there's nobody here if something happens. Okay, I am now on level 3 with the help of some very nice people to give me a hand up. Oh man, okay. Maybe this is the roof because it's completely dark up there, right? Let's see. It's just flicked on, so now you can actually see what this level looks like. Oh my God, there's a bird. Hello. Little pigeon, yeah. Up there in the alcove. Got some, some scrawling. Not caveman era. Look at those steep steps. Oh, the light makes a big difference, doesn't it? Okay, that one goes all the way to the top, I think, yeah? All right, let's go. So this is 4th level. Really high ceilings. And this is where they would shoot, you know, they would shoot arrows at anyone who was coming that shouldn't be coming. All right, let's see what the next level is. So this is what it looks like inside a Svan tower. Do you imagine people living here and going up and down, carrying things or trying to keep it clean? All right, we're almost to the roof. I feel it. So now, those stairs, each rung was a little further apart than preferred. So it was a little funky, but there was something to grab a hold of up here. So this is the below the roof level, which is just enough for me to stand on. Oh, wow. Look out over the town. You'll get to look out over the town in a minute. Some sort of hammock. Breeze feels great. This was the air-conditioned section of the tower. Right, I am at the top of the Svan tower. I will not walk on it. There are no guardrails, so if you lose your footing and start rolling down, there's nothing that's going to stop you from going right off the edge. So I'm just sitting here at the top of this amazing Svan tower. You can look out the other Svan towers. This is supposed to be the highest. I mean, those are higher in elevation because of their location on the mountain, but this is supposed to be the largest one, highest and biggest. It feels so nice up here. you a 360. That is the mountain I climbed on yesterday. The cross is right up there on that mountain. So that's what I climbed yesterday. Success. Here I am on top of the Svan Tower, thanks to these very nice tourists who came up here with me so that it wouldn't be so dangerous to lend a hand. So thank you, universe, and peace out from Mestia, the top of the world. So they hung the meat there, and they had a fire below. So this was like probably the cooking, maybe the kitchen area.
Oh no, they just
And
smoked
then
it
they smoked it
conserve
here.
Yeah.
Wow, how interesting.
1952,
1962, is that what that says?
52, 62, I don't know.
Yeah. Figuring it out. Figuring it out. Oh, they did the same one with this one, didn't they? The rungs are like really close together. Okay. This is a really dusty outing. Ah! I survived. Hey, this is really beautiful. So how, like, does the municipality pay you to do this? Is it some sort of like collaboration with other artists?
Collaboration, international, and it's sponsored a bit.
Ah, it is. So you got, it's,
Yeah, like festival.
okay. Well, for the festival? Is that what you said?
So
Okay.
we spent 1 week together drawing straight each day.
Oh my gosh. And now you're painting it. Yeah, wow. Oh, you're here for a week, you're saying.
Yeah,
And from all over the world.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. This is awesome. It's so great to see. Thank you. So there you go. It's like a week-long project with some international artists. And they're sponsored, obviously. And this is just beautiful. I mean, I walked by here last week, actually. And, you know, nothing was going on. I really look forward to seeing this completed. And there are the cows supervising. They need a cow on this wall. I hope there's going to be a cow on this wall because obviously they're a big part of this landscape. Are you just scratching your beautiful self? Hello. Hello. Huh? Did you have an itch to scratch? Are you the one who crossed to the other side of the road the last time I was here? Kind of trying to avoid me. I think you need a little sunscreen, sweetie. A little pink. You're a little pink in spots. I know the sun is harsh. You have a good life, sweetie. Another little church, actually very close to the Archangel Church. But I did not go in this one when we were here before. Another church that is beautiful in its simplicity. Let's open it up again so you can get some light. That's St. George, I believe. Beautiful door. And again, this overgrown lawn. Good afternoon. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to get up. I'm now coming upon another church I've not yet visited. Again, very close, same town, I should say, and around the corner from the Archangel Gabriel Church. They're so beautifully peaceful. There is some construction happening behind me, and that is a truck that just pulled up. So there's a little graveyard here. You can see that. You see the seat in the middle of the tombstones? Because it's a very big tradition in Georgia to sit and visit with your deceased relatives. Another tradition that I very much love. And so you've got this entire, look at this view. Would there be a better place for your resting home? This is so overgrown. I also really like the tradition of putting the person's photo on the tombstone, although I have to admit that on some of them, I feel as though the person wouldn't be all that thrilled with the photo that was chosen. Look at this. This one has a miniature Svan tower. I would keep walking in this, except I feel like nettles are scratching my legs now. So I'm going to enter the church, but there are some prickly, what look like kind of nettle plants I've come across in my wanderings, and I can feel it like that one. I can feel them scratching my legs. Another gorgeous view that is not ruined by the electrical wires, but they certainly don't add to the aesthetic. Okay, let's see if this one is open. It is. So this is the entryway. Again, there's an entryway here. Hold on, there's a piece of wood I can hold the door open with. So this is like a newer built, look at the little wood stove. A newer built entrance. That's probably the Archangel Gabriel. It seems to be a pretty common, frequent figure in these churches. This one does have a key, so it might be locked. It is locked, surprisingly. That is surprising. Okay. So this is as close as we're going to get to the inside of this one. I am now at another St. George church outside of Mestia. This one is a short but steep little climb up, and it happens to overlook that newly painted mural. So if you want a bird's eye view of it, a couple painters are still finishing up. Beautiful, beautiful views. So let's go inside. I already went in. Into the Church of St. George. And there he is again. It's another lovely chapel. I have to say, these little chapels are just, I may have said it before, but they are absolutely peaceful, peaceful places. I lit a couple candles and I've prepared to put the incense right here. So you basically light one of these little charcoal tablets, which, as you saw in the previous video, just sparks, sparks, sparks. It's fascinating to watch. And once it gets gray, you put the incense on it. And the heat from the charcoal, I can already smell it, distributes the scent of the incense. And that's how you burn those cute little incense nuggets. Yep, very simple. A bench to sit on. And a peaceful place to relax. This sign and location has always been a bit of a mystery to me, Bar Betkili, but I have found out that there is actually a sour mineral spring called Betkili that is just a few minutes up this little cobbled road by the edge of the Mulcha River. So we are going to go find it. I understand there are two springs, but then again, maybe it's just two different names for the same spring. So we're going to try to find both of them. And this water is called, it's called a sour spring. I think it's supposed to be very carbonated water. And of course, claims that it's very healthy for you. So let's go find it. I think we're supposed to stay on this road, but there is actually a path here. I'm kind of curious to see. Maybe it just goes down to the river, which is quite a roaring river, actually, especially at this time of the year when the snow and ice is melting into it. Oh, yeah. You definitely want to be careful. It looks incredibly green, lush. And as I understand, actually, the area around Mestia ends up getting kind of yellowy brown in the middle of summer. Every time I've been here, I've been able to see this gorgeous green. Oh, wow. There's some sort of, what? Oh, I wonder if is that a spring? Okay, that's really interesting. I mean, if that's what Google Maps was trying to take me to, it was not taking me the right way. Because Google Maps wanted me to follow, oh, let's go check it out. Wanted me to follow the main road. But that does not look like something I want to drink without actually knowing if it is the spring in question. It's bubbling. Why is it bubbling? I need to read a little bit more about this. I wish I could find a photo online. What is that? I mean, actually, you know what? I did read that it's very rich in iron. That is definitely iron-rich water. Right, I cannot confirm online if this is one of the springs. By the description of the color of the water, etc., it sounds like yes, but there's no sign here, and I really don't know for sure. It definitely doesn't look... What was this? Look at this. It's like a little cubby hole. You say a prayer. It's a very interesting space. The actual spring, it doesn't look like that, at least of which I can find a photo of online. It's more like a funky looking rock, and the spring water is very like a trickle comes out. But let's see if we can at least find that one. The map says that this spring, see that rock? Like I could believe that that rock is what they're talking about. That is so overgrown. Let's keep going down this way. That rock looks to me like what I'm seeing online. And like kind of tucked under this rock is supposed to be this little spring. Yeah, this is definitely the rock. Oh man, people are not coming here very often, huh? As much as I felt like this has to be the rock in the photo, after looking at the rock again on the picture, I don't think it is, and I have found nowhere. I've walked all the way around this except for that back section, and I do not see a spring. So I'm thinking that's not it. And the trail does continue. As this rock in the photograph has a very unique indentation in it, which that one doesn't have. Wow. Can you imagine coming here in the summertime when it's really hot? And, well, yeah, you could shimmy down those rocks and get in a little cove there and enjoy the coolness of the water. There's something on that rock in red. See that symbol? See what I'm saying? How powerful it is. Oh my God, look how beautiful this. You can't see maybe on the camera, but that color of stone is so lovely. It's a very powerful river. All right, so, well, I cannot go here. I'm not going to go there in that jungle. So again, I'm going to keep looking for this spring. Okay. I just don't think it's this. It just doesn't match close enough to the rock I'm seeing online, and I see no spring underneath it, and it's quite a mess to get to. So let's keep looking. So now I am following this path, I think up and out of this particular region. The iron spring that I saw is down there. And yeah, I guess I'm going to follow the Google. There's another trail. The Google Maps and just see. Maybe it will take me to the right place. So I climbed up this overgrown path and now I'm at the main road again. So let's climb over this thing and keep going this way. It's quite a lovely walk. The map says I'm about a minute away right now, and I know I'm soon coming up to what I believe is what they're calling the Betkili bar. So maybe the spring is actually near this bar, which I don't think is in operation any longer, but we'll see. Anyway, it's quite a lovely walk, so if you're in Mestia, come here for a stroll. It's just beautiful, and you'll see this bar is also a pretty cool place to hang out, bring a little picnic, and just sit out here in the sun. Well, all that hypothesizing was obviously wrong, because here is the spring right on the main road, which is not at all what I expected. But this is the rock, and here's the spring. Oh, wow. And there's the trickle of water, which actually seems a bit stronger than the impression I got. I can definitely fill up my water bottle here. Look at that. And you can see the iron in the water. But that is a nice flow. And it's supposed to be naturally carbonated. And again, they call it sour spring because the water tastes sour. So this is it right here on the main road. And I have come here, well, I've passed this way at least 2 other times. Definitely have had to have, hold on, I'll show you what it looks like from here. I've definitely passed this rock and never once looked at it. Never once. Well, my friends, that water is really good. Oh, look at the butterfly. That water is really good, and I get why they call it sour. And naturally carbonated indeed. Naturally carbonated indeed. It's really tasty. I mean, it sounds like something you would taste like something. It tastes like something you would pay for at the supermarket. Carbonated water. It's delicious. And I do taste the iron in it as well. So here I am in front of the big stone marking the sour spring in Mestia. Check it out, my friends. So, just left the springs and now I am approaching Betkili. Always surprises me that I just don't find more people hanging out at places like this. And by more people, I actually mean the locals. Because I'm sure they know about this place. And like I said, I don't think it's in operation anymore. And it's just, look at this. It's such a cool place just to hang out. Hang out here with your freaking friends. Bring a bottle of wine. Bring a little something to eat. Have a picnic out here on the grass. There's actually like a table here upstairs. I don't know if it's operational. No, there's no sign or anything. Of course, doesn't mean it's not operational. Maybe they like to keep things on the down low. Zoom it out a bit. Look at this wall of slate. Yeah, anyway, let's see. Let's see what's going on in here, shall we? Okay, that's just some sort of oven. Door is open. Oh my. Okay. I'm trying to get my eyes to adjust. Ugh, yeah, nothing is happening here in terms of a working venue. A bunch of trash. Like, look how cool this place is. I don't get it. Oh my God. So this wall is like stone. This looks like some sort of stage. I don't get it. You could freaking live here. Yeah, this is a stage, I think. And this was probably the dance floor that I'm standing on now. This tile dance floor. Look at this huge rock. And then there's some sort of, gotta take my glasses off. Oh, okay. Wow, that really helps. You can't really see it though, huh? So this is like just a couple steps down as a floor here. Here's another fire pit, which you cannot see, I guess. Fireplace. Yeah. So I don't know what was going down here. Mosh pit. What a cool ass space. And then this looks like a sign that must have been maybe out front of wood. Got a lot of cobwebs there. What a cool space. Let's see what the rest of it looks like. Okay, so let's walk around the back. Oh no, let's go up inside, upstairs first. So we got a few beverage bottles there. Welcome to Svaneti. Yeah, that other couple is here exploring as well. All right. Got ourselves some graffiti going on here. Water sounds phenomenal. Wow, seriously, like a little money invested here, because things do not cost a lot of money here. What is that? I don't know, but once you get in, you don't get out. You could fix this up. Oh my gosh. I think there's just not that much tourism here to support having too many venues. I don't know, but this is ultra cool. Look at the wooden beams. Look at the wooden beams in the ceiling. Okay. Don't slam shut on me door. Alright, so now, after exploring the cool upper area, we will go around back. So see, this lovely couple also is like exploring and amazed that this space is not being utilized. Well, here's an outhouse. Stunning, absolutely stunning location. I mean, you know, what? Come to Mestia and just pack a tent. You don't even need a tent. Bring some food and come here and crash. Ugh, all right. Somebody, you might want to pay to fix the toilet, but I mean, seriously, you could just camp out here, especially when the weather is really nice. This could be your yard, people. Would somebody say anything? Oh, look at all the... Oh, it's a bit murky here. Would somebody say anything to you? Yeah, maybe. Maybe if they find out you're actually camping out here, or maybe not. Anyway, it's worth a try. What's the worst thing that could happen? Look at this. It's heaven. It's really heaven. And your own water supply. I mean, come on. All you have to do is bring some food. You got your own water supply. You've got a little path. Let's see how far to the river it takes you. Well, not to the edge. It's too steep. Let's check around this way. Oh my gosh. Yes, to the edge. Look at that. Right there. You sit right there on this stone. Oh, some people are there. I don't even think they can hear me because of the water. So you sit right there on this slab, enjoy the water running by, rushing by. Yes, I guess you might have to deal with some visitors. But that's a small price to pay for free lodging. Anyway, get a couple bottles of cha-cha and some wine and invite them in. Have a party. I wish I had brought some myself. I would give everybody a drink. We could all have a drink right now. How cool would that be? That would be freaking cool. Have a little party and get to know each other. So there you go, Betkili. Well, hello. You are just a lovely blondini. You're just a lovely blondini. Have a good day. I'm exploring another church in Mestia. Just off a side road that probably only the locals who live there are going to be taking. And the church is open. So I decided to film for all of you to enjoy as well. What a beautiful afternoon. Sorry about the finger. it's really spacious. Look how spacious this is. Okay. Door. You see the cobweb stretching here? Connecting this very, very old group of flowers with what I believe is a portrait of St. George. Can light a candle. The icon corner. And this looks like it actually, goodness, holds like a congregation. This is a big space. Definitely the largest church I've been in terms of these little, the old ones, the older ones, not a new structure. With an incredible view of the town below and the mountain. Wow. I mean, these beams are obviously new. The structure here is new, although it seems the stone is old. By the way, I don't know if I've ever shown you these brooms. I don't think I have. These brooms are fantastic. They make them. They make them. They're not store-bought brooms. They just take branches and put them together. I mean, these are really nicely done. Sometimes they're pretty basic. And this one does have a lock on the inner chapel door. Which looks fascinating. Look at that. Wow. Wow. There we go. You can see a little bit better of what's inside. That's as much as I can see. You are quite striking. You've got one tail feather that's a little out of whack, a little wonky. You know what? I think it just adds an extra touch of style to your look. I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, that's right. Nice, nice group. Oh yeah, you look really comfy. I hope you don't feel the need to stand up, because I'm not going to bother you. Right? It's a pretty hot oh, there's a pooper. There's a pooper. I don't know, guys. I think you should have a designated area for that. Right? Hello. Oh my. Oh yeah. Nice bunch. Okay, I am now arriving to the abandoned village of Gul, which I think is about at 2,100 meters elevation. This is on the way to the Guli Pass. I'm going to explore this abandoned village of Gul and then continue on to the Archangel Gabriel Church, which is a bit higher up. And that's Ushba, one peak of Ushba's dual horns. and supposed to have a really great southern view of Ushba from a lookout a bit higher than the church, and so I will also take you there. But this is a great little day hike. I hitchhiked from Mestia, which is so far the only way I've gotten to Mizeri is by hitchhiking, and always some extremely nice people pick me up. Today I was given a ride all the way to the trailhead by a couple local firefighters who work the night shift in Mestia, and they live in Becho. So my big thanks to them. I mean, that's such a huge help, and also nice, you know, feel safe. I don't know, I feel safe riding with firefighters. How about you? So really appreciative of that. So yep, this is the abandoned village of Gul. Guli, because there is a Guli peak, which I don't believe I can see from here, but you can see it from the villages. So now I'm only a few minutes away from the church, and there are some structures here, and actually a couple people on horseback. Looks like they're building out some guest houses, and I don't know if this is like a place, a cafe or something that's in operation. I don't know. Yeah, Guli Cafe. Come on, Jobat. Khachapuri, khubdari, ptsari, salata. Lamaria. Oh, well, this looks like an incredible place to have a little bite to eat. And I brought some homemade Georgian cheese and bread. Oh my goodness, perfect spot. All right, so let's go in to the Archangel Gabriel Church. I think these are the two most common names, Archangel Gabriel Church and the Church of St. George. I feel as though it might actually be locked, this church. Seems like there's a lock. He's probably got the key, but I am not going to request it. Yeah, it's locked. As you can see, big time. But they've got a little chapel here that you can light a candle, say a prayer, have a little drink in honor of the dearly departed and the saints. Do you see this? All candle wax all over the wall and the stone, because people just, they warm the edge of the candle and they stick it against the wall and then let it burn down. And that's why you get all that soot from the candles, making the stones black. They've got candles here for people to take, and you can leave a donation. As we've seen, people leave all sorts of donations. So this is just a lovely space to say a prayer. You can see on the outside of this church that there are some remains of the frescoes that used to be here. See the paint, although I can't really make out what the figurines were. Let's see what's here on the other side. All right, so I don't see anything there. Oh, fellow congregants. Or here, there's a nice seating area for community events. That's fantastic. Some tables and benches in there. Okay. Well, hello. Are you curious? Say, no, I could care less. I'm just coming over for some sweet, sweet clova. Okay, so I guess those are the only remaining frescoes on the outside. Don't see any traces of paint here. Looks like they've really firmed up the structure to try to keep it from crumbling with this steel or iron framing. Wow, look at that door. Look at that door. Incredible. It's just like pieces of metal riveted together on wood. Yeah. Really lovely. So that is the Archangel Church of Gul. Was offered a ride. The remaining like 5 minutes up this ascent. Of course I declined. I'm almost to the viewpoint. A couple more hikers there that I passed. They actually caught that ride. They had a ride up to, I don't know, past the church. They didn't hike up to the church, just a little ways past it. But this viewpoint is about a half an hour hike and about 200 more meter elevation gain from the church area. You see the path. It's a dirt road most of the way on this entire hike. But I believe the viewpoint is just around that bend. Well, there you go. On the southern side of Mount Ushba. Now I know the trail will continue to the Gul Pass, which I think is about 2,900 plus meters that you cross, and then people can actually continue down to Mestia. From here, I'm guessing it's a 6+ hour walk, hike to Mestia. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn around and go back to the villages of Meseri and then hitchhike back to Mestia. So this is as close as I'm getting right now to beautiful Mount Ushba. And this is the little bridge we cross to get to the village. Powerful, powerful waters. Powerful river. Catching a ride back to Metro Junction and then hoping to hitch a ride back to Mestia. So this is one of my favorite places to sit. On this side of town, you've got the ski lift. You can only see, the ski lift takes you up to the first half of the mountain, and then you have to go to a ski lift that you can't see from here to go up the remaining section. And then you've got the town of Mestia on the right. And way up there is a cross on top of that mountain, and that's another hike. And this is just a lovely bird's eye view that it seems like very few people know about this spot. I watch a lot of people like crossing the bridge or coming on this bridge or walking over here, taking a picture of the Svan Tower, but nobody seems to notice this beautiful Sphinx. My buddy right there. So this is a lovely place to sit and just hang out with a friend and check out the absolutely amazing view in Mestia. Well, I am heading out of Mestia, walking to the airport, which is about a 25-minute walk on this beautiful sunny June day, saying goodbye to this amazing, amazing place. And I look forward to returning. What do you think about them Yankees?